All right. Are we live? Well, not really. I'm recording live. Okay, I'm doing these a few videos here, and I'm doing them separate because it runs on, and I don't want to lose viewers. I'd like to gain viewers, so I figured anything longer than 2 or 3 minutes of me sitting here talking, people are probably going to wig out, and I understand. All right, I've never done this before. I'm actually weighing in on this the NCAA National Championship game. And just giving my opinion, and for goodness sake, don't go out there and bet a lot of money on what I say. But at the same time, it seems like these talking heads and all these, people are getting hundreds of thousands of views from talking about the damn game. And I thought, well, I'm not going to talk about it that much, but I'm going to give you my pick and I'll give you my reasons why. And I will say this: I've been right a whole lot more than I've been wrong. But I haven't been right enough to make a living at professional gambling because, for one thing, I don't have enough money up front to get a head start on it, which you really have to have because you're going to lose sometimes. And you got to be able to cover those losses. And I can't afford to do that. But I have been right more than wrong. I'll say that. So, in any case, the two teams, Indiana and Miami, both coached by Nick Saban disciples, if you will. And everybody knows all the story behind that, history behind that. So in any case, I think that, and never mind the point spread. I think it was 8.5 for Indiana. I think that's too many points. But I agree, I think Indiana's going to win. And my reason is, one simple reason is momentum. And the two sides of the coin to argue is that Miami has shown a stubbornness to lose games. They seem to find a way to win these games that are in question, very close, like the Texas A&M thing or even the Ole Miss thing. Several times looked like Ole Miss was going to win, and then Miami would find a way. But I just think that from what I'm seeing, Indiana has a much stronger hurricane of momentum going. Like when the Boston Red Sox came back that time and won the World Series with Schilling, they kind of momentum. It just looks like, and Miami's been able to stop other teams' momentum like that. But I will also point out that Texas A&M was blown out by Texas the last game of the regular season. And they were in the playoffs because they didn't lose any of the games, which is admirable. But they were also down 30-0 or something the week before that. So what I'm trying to say is their momentum wasn't like coming at you. They were kind of like waiting to get knocked off. And I thought that you could say Ole Miss had momentum, but I don't know about that either. With the coach leaving, they played an inferior team the game before. Well, they won like they were supposed to. But that doesn't help your momentum. Not really. And so on the Indiana side, even though the Alabama team they beat wasn't like a Nick Saban team, I myself was shocked at how lopsided that was. Oh. And I thought, these guys have momentum. That's what I was thinking then. And they did the same thing to Oregon. But I want to remind you, a lot of people that day were picking Oregon to win that game. I mean, a whole lot, okay? I don't know what they said on game day. I don't think I watched it that day. I must have been doing something. But that's my main reason. I'm not going to try to break down stats and do all that. I don't have it in front of me. Most of my videos, I don't actually use a script. I might just write down a few names or something, like of a band or a drummer, but I'm just winging this, and this is just what I feel like is going to happen. It just looks like Indiana has momentum. They're already believing they're going to win. And they just crushed a team that, what was Oregon ranked? Top 5? I don't know. But in any case, those are my reasons, without breaking it down too much. I guess between the quarterbacks, they're probably pretty even. They're both really good. I'd give a slight edge to the guy at Indiana. I'd give him an edge. I would actually give a coaching edge to the Indiana coach too, this Sig guy. So I think that's 2 or 3 really good reasons why I'm picking Indiana. And I'm not going to lay out points or any of that. That's up to you guys. You can figure out. And like I said, don't go crazy betting. I'd set my own personal limit very low, actually. I'm betting one game. Even with all that being said, we all know it could be, stuff that goes down that could affect the game. I don't know. The weather, who knows? It might rain. I mean, still 3, 4, 5 days away. So, but I just want to weigh in and give my opinion. Thanks for watching watching this anyway. I thought I'd try something different. Please like and subscribe. And by all means, if you have any comments, put them in the comments. I'll probably answer them. If anybody wants to ask me anything else or make a comment, I might respond. I mean, if you'd like me to. And then if my pick is wrong, well, you can come back and comment then too. And, I'll think it's funny, but oh well, that's all right too. All right, you fans, football fans, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.